G'day and welcome back. In this video I'll be hiking up Victoria's highest peak, Mt Bogong, in search of winter landscape photos. With luck, I'll add another high country mountain hut to my collection. Here's an image from some years ago that should present a good overview of the range. Mt Bogong sits proudly in the centre, capped with snow and taller than all its neighbours. Alright, here's a bit of an overview of the route I'm intending to take. The easiest way to access Bogong is to park your car at Mountain Creek Campground. It's free and it's very pretty, so highly recommend it. From the campground you can follow the stream, the Mountain Creek stream, on a lovely little trail that crosses over some footbridges up to Staircase Spur trailhead. And that little section is about 2 kilometres. And then from there you head about 6 kilometres up to the summit, and that is steep walking. So this is all very steep, relentlessly steep, terribly steep. And then about halfway up you'll get to Bivouac Hut, and you can camp there, there's space for tents. And then you continue on, steep all the way up, and about 3/4 of the way up you'll breach the tree line, and then from there on you're following snow poles. So this is all snow poles until you reach the summit ridge. And from there there's a short detour up to the summit proper. We won't be doing that. The intended goal here is to head down off the opposite side of the mountain to Cleve Cole and photograph it. But that we won't be doing that if the weather is poor, because it means crossing an area just here called Hell Pass, which is extremely exposed. Now, there is an alternate route to come back down, which we won't be using, but if you're doing this in summer or late spring, you can come down Staircase Spur, which is this one. It'll just take you back to Mountain Creek Track, and then all the way back the way you've come. The whole thing. At least I'm past halfway on the ascent. We're about 2 kilometres away from the summit. It's around about 4:30, coming on to 5 o'clock in the morning. So it's been very slow progress, coming up quite a steep incline, but hopefully we're still in with a chance of getting there before the dawn. There's lots of snow, but there is also quite a lot of fog or haze, low cloud. So yeah, I'm not holding my breath for dawn, but we'll have a go anyway. All right, that's where we came from, and just managed to get the snowshoes on. Hopefully that'll help. And yeah, that's where we're headed. Up the hill still more to go. I appear to have broken free of the tree line, and yeah, got greeted to a non-view. All we can see in the murk of pre-dawn is fog. The visibility is about 25 metres, that sort of thing. So I think the dawn light is definitely not going to reach us, but we'll persevere, keep heading up. You never know. Anyway, it's been good fun. very challenging physically. I'll spin you around and show you what's in front of me. Alright, not quite out of the woods yet. That's where we've come from. I think this is looking towards the dawn. And we've still got more uphill to go. Right, we're still a good kilometre from the summit of Bogong, and as you can see, there is almost zero visibility. Just lots of nothing, unfortunately. At this point, I decided to abort. It was insanely windy in the hell pass heading down to Cleve Cole Hut, to the point where I was, at times, unable to stand up. I counted the snow poles in reverse, retracing my steps back down Staircase Spur until I was safely in the lee of the mountain once more and could see the shelter of the trees ahead. Alright, so unfortunately I'll have to walk back down again. Didn't get out to Cleve Cole Hut. The wind was just absolutely insane, to the point where I couldn't stand up. It just wasn't safe. I decided to abort, come back down. There was a nice rocky, craggy area, but again the wind was just too strong and the visibility is just too low. Managed to descend about halfway down the mountain, and I've come back to this little hut here called Bivouac Hut. It's about halfway down. So I'm just trying a few shots here. It's not the most beautiful hut in the world. It's got quite a bit of graffiti on the outside of it too, which is disappointing, but yeah, come all this way, may as well have a go. So this first composition I'm not in love with. I tried coming back away from the hut and introducing more of the environment, and it's just ended up looking chaotic to the point where it's sort of unclear what the subject even is. This composition to me is much stronger, and we still have the issue of the graffiti and can't do much about that. But the trees here are complementary rather than being chaotic, and I feel that the path leading into the little glen is quite inviting, and the colours feel, festive and quite appealing. Alright, let's just take a quick look inside. I'll show you what it looks like. Quite small. It's got a stove. Yeah, that's about it. Couple of windows. Next day, and we have a beautiful sunny day. Completely the opposite of what we had yesterday. Up on Bogong, which you can just make out in the cloud there, it hasn't quite revealed itself. You'll see a bit of snow if you see it. What an experience. That was very challenging. Yeah. Turning back, I think, at that point that we did just on the ridge line heading down to Cleve Cole Hut, that was definitely the right decision to make. Yeah, going on would have been a mistake. It was just way too dangerous, way too windy. Couldn't even stand up. So yeah, that was the end of that bit. Didn't get the photo I wanted, but these things happen, and that's how it goes. Beautiful day today. Just enjoy it. That's what I say. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. And if you would like a print or anything like that, I'll put up the website address here, and yeah, I'll catch you all on the next adventure.